Hello everyone, we got a lot of news in today's video. Guys, this is absolutely mind-blowing. Blockworks has tweeted out new US stablecoin bill has formally been delayed until after the August congressional break. So again, the delay tactic, always delaying everything, right? Even with the Ripple versus SEC case. Now, if you go to this next tweet, guys, there's a connection right here. Listen very carefully. Now, things are about to get really interesting these next few months, okay? Crypto Whales tweet out, US lawmakers have proposed harsh bank-like regulations for stablecoin issuers. This would require firms like Tether to be forced to have their reserves backed in assets like cash that would not be as vulnerable to market panics. The end of Tether and Bitcoin is near. Again, so a lot of people still don't believe that Tether or USDT will go down, right? The implosion will take place. But guys, we have been correct throughout time. Again and again and again, right? Let's be prepared because we know what's upcoming. I did tweet this out yesterday, the delay tactic. This is how it always works, guys, especially with this SEC vs. Ripple case. Listen very carefully. SEC is waiting for a specific external event to play out. Once this happens, Ripple case concludes, right? Thanks for playing, because the show ends, guys, at that point in time. Now, what could be that specific external event? Could it be perhaps Tether? Come on, guys. A lot of interesting news and articles popping up out of nowhere about Tether once again. Again, guys, let's be prepared because look at this from bookkeeping. What does Ripple know about market recovery after a significant systemic event? Next financial crisis loading ... I was reminded of this clip today. Listen to this very carefully, guys.
And the last key attribute of a healthy liquid market is really resilience. And that is getting at the ability for a market to recover from a significant systemic event. So if there was some sort of a market shock, the ability for order books to get back to normality and tighten back to similar prices to where they were prior to that event relatively quickly. And
how can this be? They are literally telling us, guys, a market, quote unquote, a market shock, right? Because it's all a show, guys. All the proof is in the pudding, but most still cannot see. But these people literally tell people. They don't even hide the things, guys. Look at this. Tether says USDT reserves have no Chinese commercial paper. By the way, oh really? Oh really? Guys, I'm just saying this, okay? If by chance Tether does or USDT does implode, right? It's basically game over for the whole crypto market. Because a lot of these coins you guys see in the cryptocurrency market are paired with Tether, USDT, right, itself. So what does that tell us? All these coins are just going to plummet very quick and very fast, guys. I mean, this is why I don't believe, maybe there is a chance Tether does collapse very soon, but perhaps it ties in with the resets, right? Maybe that's when it will actually happen. Because guys, if they do collapse Tether or USDT now, Bitcoin's going under 3K, right? 3K minimum. Under that, guys, in my humble opinion. Tether, the issuer of USDT, the world's most traded stablecoin, said it doesn't hold Chinese commercial paper in its reserves, and it plans to reduce its commercial paper holdings overall. Do we trust Tether itself, guys? That's hilarious to say the least, right? That is just hilarious. Look at this, by the way. In a statement published on Wednesday, Tether said it, quote, holds no Chinese commercial paper as of today, end quote, and it has brought down its total commercial paper exposure to about $3.7 billion from $30 billion in July 2021. Guys, I mean, Tether and USDT, they are very completely 100% shady, guys. I would not trust them one bit, right? They could say whatever, but where's the audit? That's the issue. Come on, guys. The truth will prevail at the end of the day, right? It will come forth into the light. Now, aside from that news, we have a lot more to talk about. Listen very carefully from Brad Garlinghouse. And you all thought this day would never come. In all seriousness, looking forward to a lively discussion with 2-Bit Idiot at Mainnet to talk about substantive issues and positive solutions for crypto at large, right? Get ready because we have some big names joining us on stage, discussing even bigger topics. Interesting, guys. We should pay attention to this, right? Oh, yeah, Novogratz is there as well. Wow, very interesting. When is this? September 21st to the 23rd. Very, very much so. Anyone else read the first sentence and thought Brad was talking about the XRP lawsuit? Oh, wow, right? Again, guys, we know the lawsuit will conclude sooner rather than later. I mean, it basically has to. XRP 334, so you don't think about it. Listen to this right here, guys. While other coins and exchanges fail, Ripple goes from strength to strength.
Since the SEC filed their lawsuits against Ripple, we have signed dozens of new contracts with banks, with payment providers around the world, and I think only one here in the United States. This lawsuit effectively has stymied the United States. Customers are like, well, if the SEC is doing this and some of these are public companies, like, we're not going to touch this until there's resolution. That just puts us further behind.
Nothing can stop this train, guys. Even the SEC cannot, because we know it's just a show. Just a reminder that Coinbase is one of the few crypto companies that play by the rules. By the way, what? Coinbase tried to work with the SEC from day one. It delisted XRP, didn't launch Lend, and a big reason it's being hammered is because it cooperated with the SEC. Now, Chris Larsen did a presentation in 2013 to the SEC, Fed Reserve, FinCEN, and others on XRP. Come on, guys, the proof is right there. He settled with FinCEN in 2015. The proof is right there. Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz met with SEC 2018-2020. The proof is right there. What? Library cooperated for over 3 years. All of them have been or about to be sued by the SEC. Interesting. So basically, guys, don't cooperate with the SEC and basically don't be transparent. Translation: if you hire or go to a securities lawyer and she advises you to cooperate with Gary Gensler's SEC, fire them and don't pay the bill, right? This is crazy, guys. What a time we are living in today. Just in, SEC Chair Gary Gensler says the agency is working with crypto exchanges to regulate them like securities exchanges, right? He is not working with exchanges. He is telling them to agree with him that the tokens are securities so he can then claim jurisdiction over the asset class through surrender. We need to unify and only accept his resignation, right? Again, guys, I mean, Gary has to go. Stefan Sweeto. The SEC seems to be on the verge of collapse. Not only do they always file their documents just before the deadline, recently they have made 3 mistakes in filing the last 3 filings alone, guys. Oh wow, isn't that crazy, right? So they're scrambling at this time, they're panicking because they have been exposed to a crazy degree, right? The case started with an error and it will end with an error. What an embarrassing corrupt agency. Pretty crazy, guys. I mean, I can't even believe this is actually happening right today. How is that even possible? Listen to this from job creators. The SEC under Gary Gensler has overstepped their authority and we are leading the charge to hold them accountable.
The details of this lawsuit.
The details are interesting, and I'll get into that. But I think the bigger story here is like this is one of many that are coming down the pike. Gary Gensler has a very extensive agenda. Some people say it violates the law, that he's pushing the SEC into areas that they never went before, environmental stuff that is beyond the notion of what an investor cares about to buy a stock. So he's going there and he's going to get pushback. We do know that Job Creators Network is likely going to sue him over his ESG standards for corporations. There will be other suits on many other things. So this is just the opening salvo.
Again, guys, look at Gary Gensler just smiling. I mean, crazy. These people are basically laughing to the bank, guys. They literally are just laughing to the bank. We're not making these things up, right? This script is absolutely out of this world. Literally, guys. Extension, sweetheart. Now, aside from all that, let's talk about what's happening with the price and whatnot, because cryptos have been pumping as well as stocks, guys. Be bearish. Now, this is a beautiful statement. Be bearish when others are bullish and be bullish when others are bearish, right? Very simple, but very hard to put into action. Why? Because everyone else is screaming a certain narrative, right? Emotions are very hard to control, especially if the markets, not if, but these whales, these market manipulators do play with retail emotions, right? Psychology, to say the least. Again, guys, I mean, I do believe we're going to have a raging bull market sooner rather than later. I'm still bullish, guys. Even if we do dump to a new low, I'm just going all in. At this point, I'm saving my fiat though, just in case. I'm hedging in case if a crash does come in, and then I'll buy more XRP and whatnot. But anyways, that's hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys please leave a like, subscribe, super much amazing day, and guys, see ya.